Hello, hello. I can't hear from anyone.
Hello, I think we should just start today's lesson.
Okay,
We will look at what that our video for yesterday. Unfortunately, we didn't see it early.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, hello. Yeah, for me,
hello. I can hear.
I've not been able to check the video too. It was just uploaded now, and I've not gone through it very well. So
Okay, is it that of yesterday? Only that of yesterday.
yes, yes, I've
Okay,
I've not started on the previous ones. Yesterday's one I wanted to catch up so that I can follow with the class, but right now,
so anytime you start, if there is any problem, you can start me
yes,
out.
yes, yes, sir.
All right, no problem. Today we are going to the visual aspect, which is the last segment, as I have said. Data visualization. Uh, Let me start from visualization before going to the library for plotting our visual, which is Matplotlib Seaborn. We have ggplot, we have Plotly Express, and the like. So, visualization is the graphical representation of our information or data in a graphical or pictorial formats, and this helps us to gain insights from our
Sorry,
data.
okay. Mr. Yusuf, you have not shared your screen so that you can see what you're saying.
Ah,
Then secondly, the data you have sent, which are we opening so we can align with you?
okay, and come please. I'm still trying to share my screen. Okay, now can you now see my screen?
Yes, now it's come up now.
Okay, what I was saying before is that visualization help us to gain insights from our data and to understand the underlying trends as well. It also help us to make a data-driven decision. Okay, before going to okay, let me start with Matplotlib, which is a library that is used for what for visualization. It is built on what on NumPy and designed to work with broader SciPy stack. It was introduced by Don Hunter in year 2002. I think we don't need all that. Okay. To use Matplotlib, the first thing to do is to import the library into your workplace. You import the library to your workplace, But before importing the library to your workplace, you will need to import NumPy because everything is built on what? On NumPy. So here I have import NumPy as MP, followed by import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. So by now I believe you are now on your home blank page, which will be your home practice page for today.
So which file are we opening? Do we have this file, sir?
I sent it yesterday, Matplotlib.
The sir you said yes, is it yesterday or
I
today?
yesterday.
Ah,
Geoffrey is part of all what he sent to us yesterday.
okay.
You understand?
What?
I think it's better we are following what he's teaching and practice later when we see the video.
Okay.
You first import NumPy and your matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, that is aliasing. I can't be writing matplotlib dot pyplot every time, so it is better I use aliasing method as plt. So hereafter I will be referring to my what? My matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. I have figure. The figure is the very basic foundation for plotting data. That is the screen where our picture will be rendered. When we plot data on graph, the graph will be drawn on a figure by default. A figure is automatically generated during plotting in Matplotlib. We can create multiple figures, change the figures properties, add subplots to figures. All these things can be done by using plt.figure. If you don't still write your plt.figure, it will still work, but it might not be, your picture might not be rendered the way you want it. So that is the essence of figure, plt.figure. Aside that, I have different types of visuals that I can use my matplotlib for. So I have here only 4 or 5. Matplotlib.barplot, histogram scatter plots, pie charts. There are many. I have a lot. Let me show you the documentation. Can you all see the documentation? Can you see the documentation page?
We
No,
are
we
no
can't.
longer seeing
We are
you.
not seeing it.
Can you see now?
Yes, we can see now. It has gone off again.
You can see now.
Yes, you can see it now.
So we have a lot of visuals that you can use. You can even use Matplotlib to plot image. So let us see. You can use it to plot image. Okay, this is documentation. It contains a lot of things you can use Matplotlib library for. So we can see that is our line plot, our scatter plot, Another type of scatter plot, bar charts, scatter plots, line plots. So we can use it for so many things. So and example is there how you will use it in the documentation. I'm moving back to my page. So here I want to have a line plot first. I want to have a line plot. So this is my data. I have my x declared to be 13567. I have my y to be 246,810. So I have my plt.figure, and to plot it, I'm using this function plt.plot my x and y. Then to show the plots, I will use plt.show. So if I don't use this plt.show, I will still have my my results. If I don't use plt.figure, I will still have my results, but this is the normal way. There are still some things that I can still add to it, like plt.x label to label the x-axis, plt.y label to label the y-axis, but to make it very basic. Let me stop here. So you can open a new page. Open a new page. On your new page, declare your x in a list, declare your y in a list, and do plt.plot your x comma y in parentheses, and let's see what you have. But before you do that, remember you'll import your matplotlib.pyplot as plt, as well as your numpy as mp. Hello, is anyone practicing it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's the result?
No, I'm still writing.
So the most important thing here is this plt.plot.xy. So if you don't put plt.figure, it will still work. If you don't put plt.show, it will still work. But to render your picture properly, so that is the essence. And you can still add so many things to it, like plt.x labels, plt. A lot of things. So you can see that in the documentation. But this is just the basics.
Hello, I have a question.
Okay, I'm with you, sir.
I'm not practicing. I'm just following you because there is no light here. So
Okay.
what I'm now thinking is before we start the plot itself, we are going to import NumPy and the Matplotlib and run. Abi. We are going to run the two. Abi.
Yes, sir.
Then if we run it, we are now going to write that s is equal to this, y is equal to this on another line before we
Yes.
now write plot dot figure. Abi. No,
Yes,
before we
sir.
write plot dot plot sy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the essence of this plot dot figure. So let me alter it and see how it works. You can see how my visual is. So if I change it to uh 14,7, that is on the x-axis 14, on my y-axis 7. So let me run everything and see what I will have. Okay, can you now see what I have? I've used my plt.figure to alter the size of this. So I can reduce the value around that x-axis.
But I think the 14 you wrote before was not in either X and Y axis before.
Okay, in it's not in the x list and y list before, but when plotting, when plotting graph, we deal with x and y axis. So this 14 represents the x coordinate uh, of the graph, and y coordinate of the graph. This x and y 14.7, it doesn't uh, have anything to do with the data.
Okay.
So just the coordinate of my figure, how big it is, the size.
How did you generate it? How did you determine that okay, the 14 you will use and the 7 you will use for the
It depends
fixing?
on how you want your this thing to be. So if I want it, before I put 14.7 because I want it to be so narrow. 14.3, I used 14.3 before because I want it to be so narrow. So I can capture the code and the visual. So that is why I use 14.3 before. But in practicing, so it is preferable to let your visual be big enough, and mostly people use this 14.7 is common. So I'm moving on. I'm moving on to bar plots now. So to have my bar plot,
Hold on, go back, go up again.
okay, sir.
Okay, sorry. Plus show.
Plt.show. Hope you are not writing the commentaries there.
No,
All
no,
those
no, no.
commenting. Okay. If you don't put plt.show, you will still have your results. You will still have the picture
Where is the PLT plus so that you are talking about?
at the last line.
Okay, so we are going to write import number, import matplotlib. We are going to write the value of x and y. We are still going to write plot.figure, then plot.plot sy before we now write plot swabby.
Yes, but the most important thing here is this my plot xy. All these uh other lines, plt.figure, plt.show, are just for decoration, but
Okay.
and rendering the size. I can still add a lot of things. Plt.x label, plt.y label, a lot of things, but for now, I'm using plt.show. If I run it now, I will still have my picture.
Okay.
I still have my picture as a 14 point plt. Now it use 14.7 for me as default, since I don't specify. I've comment out this plt.figure and plt.show. So I'm moving on to bar plot now. On my bar plot, I have my here in bar plot. You don't need to what to import the matplotlib and the numpy again. Once you've done that once, you are good to go on that page. Moving to another page, you will still have to what repeat the same thing. So but here for now, I am moving forward with bar plot. I have my x values declared, my y value declared. So I have my plt dot figure, my bar plot, my show plot, then I'm running it, and I have my figure. So let me copy this out. Let me do this. Here plt dot bar. Okay. I have my x here to be 1, 2, 3. My y. So if I do plt dot bar, I will have error. You know why? I've not
You have not import the number and the other one.
yes, very good, sir. That is the reason for the error. Not
So
import
as
the
I asked you the
necessary
other
line.
time, you said once we are importing it, we are going to run it before we add all those else is equal to this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me do that. My first cell. So after that, so this is my bar plot. I have my x declared, my y declared, then I do plt dot bar. And for figure, it's used that 14,7 for me. That is the default. So that is how to do bar plots. So moving forward now, you still do that yourself in this class when we are analyzing that COVID-19 datasets.
But I'm confused though. See,
Okay,
because he said the first one we did was
line plots.
line plot, and the second one is bar plot. How did you differentiate it? Was it did you use bar? Okay, I can see bar.
Yes, look at
That,
bad, yeah.
okay, I can see bar.
Plt dot bar. If you
Bar,
do
okay.
plt dot plot, you will have line.
Line, okay.
So I want to have my histogram now.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
for histogram I will do plt dot hist, hist. Then I have my y for
All right.
histogram. I hope you've practiced that of bar charts.
Just go on. Some
I'm
of us
working
are
on it.
following
I'm
you.
working on it.
Okay. So you can still do that for scatter plots. The same format plt dot scatter. Then you have your x values, you have your y values, then you plot. So we still have pie charts. So another thing now is when do we use bar plots? When do we use pie charts? When do we use scatter plots? Any idea?
I think that of scatter is when we want to see the association of our variables.
Yes, the correlation, sir.
And we always look at the
Yes,
best
sir.
fit
Yes, sir.
of the line.
Yes, sir. So we use these bar charts. We use bar charts when we are comparing different categories. So while you are working on your data and you want to compare different categories, so you want to go and use line plot, histogram, or pie chart. The best thing for you to use is to uh, use your bar chart. So bar chart is used compare uh, to compare categories. It is very effective for displaying the frequency or quantity of categorical data. For histogram is very ideal when we are showing the distribution of the data. You see in this my histogram, So let me put a figure function so I can reduce the size so it can capture everything, both the code. So now
But
I have my code
Mr. Akim,
and my picture.
something is different from what we did yesterday and today. You know, when we are trying to draw this histogram, we did not highlight things like plot dot east bracket y as we did yesterday.
I think we don't plot anything yesterday.
But I mean, we do some manipulations yesterday. That if we don't highlight what we want what we want to do, it will not generate that thing.
Okay.
I'm just trying to.
I'm coming back to your question, please.
Okay.
Please, okay. Will you practice this? Will you practice it? How to plot the histogram? I'll be right
Okay.
back, please. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I've done it, but my own is the same shape, but it's horizontal. I mean, it's vertical. Are you there, Mr. Yusuf?
It's back now.
Okay. Yeah, I've done it, but mine is more vertical. Yours is horizontal.
Okay. The reason is that I've set my this figure dot size to 14.3.
Okay, okay.
So that is the reason. So I think I've discussed histogram. It is suitable for displaying distribution of data. Line chart. It is best for displaying trends over time. It is best for displaying trends over time. And scatter plot is used for correlation between two continuous variables. Each point represents a data point. It reveals the pattern or the cluster between the charts, between the two data points. I also have a pie chart here. Pie chart is best for displaying parts of a whole. Use sparingly for avoid more than few categories. Okay, when you don't have much like 3 or 4 things to show, when you don't have much to display. But if you have much to display, pie chart will not be the best option for us. So now I have the link to the documentation below here. You can click on the link, you can download the documentation. I also have Seaborn here. Seaborn. Seaborn is also built on Matplotlib. You know, pandas is built on NumPy. Matplotlib is built on NumPy. So this Seaborn is also built on what? On Matplotlib. The person who built this Seaborn continue continue to improve it where that Matplotlib stop. So and to use Seaborn, I have my syntax here. To use Seaborn, I will first import Seaborn. So
Is
here
it for plotting too?
yes, it is for plotting.
Okay.
So I will first import my Seaborn. I will import my Seaborn, but I will not import my Seaborn alone. I will first import my NumPy as MP, matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and what? After that, I will import my Seaborn as SNS. After that, I can set my style to be white grid if I want it to be, sorry, if I want grid, it is optional. Then I can plot anything that I want to plot. On Seaborn, I can also have my scatter plot, my line plot, like that of Matplotlib. After that, I can have bar plot or box plot. I can also customize it. I can customize it by giving it title, set X label, set Y label. So let me have an illustration of that. So here I'm okay. I've imported my water pandas as PD, Seaborn, and Matplotlib as what? As PLT. So let me run that. After that, I have my data here. I have the student's name, I have their exam score, I have their study hours and their attendance. So I have my data frame. Then I want to plot now SNS dot scatter plot to have a what? To have a scatter plot. So let me move this to a new page. Okay, in case you want to practice it, let us have only two so it can be easier and faster.
But you
So
have not imported Seaborn here.
yes, sir. So when you are working with your data, you won't be the one that will be doing this. You will have your data already. So thank you for the observation. I will need to import my Seaborn.
Ebuka, Ebuka, you don't.
Are you practicing it as well?
Yes.
So I have my data set and I want to plot now. So here I have SNS dot scatter plots because I want to have a scatter plot. I have X, and what will be in my X axis, it will be the study hours. This column, study hours, and I'm plotting that against the exam score because I want to know the correlation between their study hours and their performance. So if I plot it now, I will have my what? My scatter plot. So let me comment this title out and plt.show, and let me see what I have. So I have my scatter plot for what? For these two uh these two candidates. So okay, that is how to what? To do scatter plot. I can reduce it by putting on this visual by putting on plt dot figure of a thing. So I want to put title now. So if I run back, I will have it. I will have the title on it: scatter plot, exam score versus study hours. And this scatter plot is showing us the relationship between the study hours and the performances of their students. So that is that about those who are practicing it. Can I move forward?
Yes, yeah. You can move forward.
Okay.
I didn't get you. Sir.
I'm moving on to line plot now. It is still the same process. SNS.line plot is used to plot line plot. I have the syntax here. SNS.scatter.line plot dot bar plot dot bar plot dot box plot. I have the syntax there. So here in line plots, I have my X, which is the student's name and their score. Their score. Then I have my data to be df, the name of my data frame. The marker. The marker is this green dot, green dot, and the color green. That is what I've specified for it. I also have my title, my X ticks, plt.show. So if I run it, I will have my what? My line plot. So will you practice that? And
The
here, the
first one I not practice, you went to this one, so it's like we're watching now.
okay, which one are you? Where are you?
The first one, the first one before you jump to this one.
This scatter plot.
The one you did before yeah, the one, go down. Data
Okay,
frame something.
line
Data
plot.
frame. Data frame.
Okay, this data
Uh,
frame.
yeah.
You don't need to use all the figures. Okay, I've used another one here. I've reduced it to only two. So you can use this.
Okay, let me copy it out. Just you can let me just copy one or two things here.
Okay, I believe you have the notebook.
Yes.
So you don't need to be typing it. You can just copy uh dataset there.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'll copy the dataset and update us about the results.
Okay, sir, no problem. Continue.
So while we are waiting for you,
No,
let
continue,
me go
continue.
to bar plots. It follows the same pattern. SNS.bar plots. I have my x, what I want to be on the x-axis, what I want on the x-axis, which is the student name, Rose, K, Quinette, John, Lisa, and what I want on the other side, attendance. Then I have my df. So I have the title, student versus attendance, and I have plt dot show. There are still some other visuals you will come across. Okay, I still have box plots. I have box plot here. This box plot is used to check if you have an outlier in your data.
Hello, Mr. Yusuf. This type box plot is also in SPSS now.
Yes, sir.
And I think the main challenge here for some of us might be how to make the data request, how to know the kind of request to make.
How to know when you are to use this visual.
Yes, not only this visual, then all these data set requests, this all this SNS dot box plots, etc.
Okay, how to plot it.
How to know when to use all those things we have
Okay,
quoted.
how to know when to use line plot, when to use
Yes.
histogram. I think I've
No,
this.
for line plots, we know that is like you want to know the trend of events.
Okay, when to use this
Eh,
box plot.
I mean, before we can even get line graph or histogram or bar chart, there is a kind of
Data.
data syntax that we have to write.
Okay,
So if one can know the syntax to write, I don't think this one will be a challenge.
okay, those are the syntax here. I have it
Hmm.
up here at the
Okay.
very I have plotting with Seaborn's function. I have SNS dot scatter plot. I've written it here. SNS box plot for box plot. SNS dot bar plot for bar plot.
Okay. So for
So
for the documentation, you say we can download the documentation and we'll see all the syntax there.
yes, all these things is inside the documentation. So
Okay.
the link to the documentation is here.
Okay.
There are so many things you can plot there. So I have this my box plot, and what is the essence of this box plot? This box plot is used to show outliers. If you have any value that doesn't fall within the range of others, it will clearly show here. So it also shows the distribution of our data. So those of us that are practicing it, I'm still expecting from us.
So, sir, what determines which? Okay, how do we know when we are to use Matplotlib or Seaborn?
Yes, you can decide to use any one you like. I
Okay.
think the most important thing is to know the type of visual you are to use.
Okay.
So you will
Okay.
not go and use histogram when you are supposed to use bar
Use
charts.
that chart. Yeah. Okay.
So you can decide to use Matplotlib. You can decide to use boxplot, Seaborn.
Yeah.
There are so many other libraries that you can still use,
Okay.
advanced one, but those are the basics.
Okay. So
So those
from
of you practicing, I'm expecting from you.
modifications now, we don't have box plot in Matplotlib.
Uh, um, there is a box plot there. There is, and you can see the syntax inside the documentation.
Okay.
We
Okay.
have so many features. We have pair plots. We have fouling plots.
All
We
right.
have pair plots. We have so many.
Thank you, sir.
Why is my this showing PD is not defined?
Go and import your pandas as PD.
Huh?
Go and do import pandas as PD at the beginning of your page of your workbook.
Okay.
So after this
Geoffrey,
season,
Geoffrey,
Yeah. Yeah.
I to understand this thing better is better one follow him now. You now use video to do the assignment. You understand?
Correct the error to know where the error is coming from.
This
So
thing
by the
is
time
like it's like an abstract. If you have missed a step, you have missed everything.
so after this page, I'm moving on to COVID-19 datasets where we will all work together. So when you are done with this Seaborn, let me know. So let me get myself ready for that Seaborn for COVID-19 dataset page. Okay, I have my. So when you are done, go and open a new page that we will all use to analyze that of COVID-19 datasets. And during the COVID-19 analysis of COVID-19 datasets, we will use that to learn how to read files, how to import into our pandas, into our Jupyter notebook. Also, we will practice all these visuals again and see how it works in real life. When you are done, let me know. When you are done practicing, let me know, please.
I think Mr. Yusuf, can't you start so that we won't be wasting unnecessary time now? Abi?
Okay, sir.
So that we can use what we are doing to see it.
Okay, to analyze that data, I will first import all the libraries that I want to use. I will import the library that I want to use. So I've imported my my NumPy, pandas, what else? Seaborn, and Matplotlib. So after importing the necessary libraries, I will run it. Then I will now import the data that I want to work on, and that should be my what? My COVID-19 dataset. So I will have to know the exact place where my data is. So and to import any data, to import this file, this particular file, it is in CSV format. I will do pb dot read CSV, pb dot read CSV. Then I'm now going to type in my the address of that data, where that data is, that the location of that data on my system. I'm going to type it in. So and to know where that data is, I have to come out of this Jupyter notebook. I have to come back to this to the particular location where I saved that data. So this data is inside my PC under desktop, inside my desktop folder. Then I still have another subfolder which is copied. So that is where my data is.
Did you send us the data, sir?
Yes, it's inside the group Nigeria COVID-19.csv.
Please, you send it together with the other ones, Abi?
No, today.
Okay, it's
Ni-
true.
Nigerian
We will do it
COVID-19
later. Just we are following
CSV.
you now.
So I will now input the location of that my what, of that my file inside that parenthesis. So I will do that now. I want you to see all my screen so you can know how to locate your own too. You come to the folder where your data is. My own is in this profit folder inside this desktop. So inside that folder, I will click on that file. So I've renamed my own file as what? As Yusuf Profit. It is still the same thing as yours. It is just that I renamed it when I want to send it to the group. So I will right click on it. After right clicking on it, I will click on properties. I will click on properties so I can see the full parts of this file. Then I will come to security here, security. Where I have my security, I can see object name with the file paths. I have C, users. Under users, I have user. Under user, I have desktop. Under desktop, I have that folder config, and inside that folder config, I have my file CSV. So I will now copy everything. I will copy everything up. I've copied it now. Then I go and paste it where I need it inside this parenthesis. Control V. There will be a need for me to put a quotation, either single or double quotation. After that, I will need to change this is the path to my file. I will need to change this slash to backslash, the forward slash to backslash. So don't let me change it yet. Let me use it like that and see. So you'll see the effect. So if you don't change it, you will have Unicode syntax error, Unicode error. So you will have to change it. So whenever you see something like that, you know where the problem lies. I've changed my home. So let me run it now. Okay, what is the problem again? Okay, invalid argument. I'm pointing to the wrong location. This is a wrong location for me. Are we still following, please?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay,
I want to run mine now. I want to see if it's working. Yeah, my own came out.
okay,
It showed me states affected, number of cases, lab confirmed, number of cases on admission, number discharged, number of deaths. Those are the columns.
very
So
good.
yeah, so it has states from zero. The serial number is zero to 22. Then Lagos, Abuja, FCT, number of all of that. So.
Hello, Dr. Taiwo. What you did, was it any different from what you did?
No, it's just a table that
No,
we're
I
going
made
to.
that thing a copied. You know, the thing a copied, that might be
Okay,
where the
is
problem.
the part where you stored it. Let's say you store it inside one of your folder on
Mm,
your laptop. So it will have a when you get to that folder,
mm,
CSV document or data or Excel
mm.
or CSV. So you click on you right click it and open properties. From
Okay,
there you see the file part where it is. So
okay.
maybe you copied it download from download inside another folder that you stored for your document for your files.
Mm,
Then you now copy it from there. So it will
okay,
show that part, the copy the file part. Then copy it
okay,
and paste it inside that parenthesis.
okay.
You will now change it to front. Is it front slash or backslash?
No, front slash. Oh,
Front slash, yeah. Then you now run it.
okay.
It will now
So the first time I in my home I have an error. So I've tried to fix it out. So this is my DF. This is my data frame. I can name it anything. Yesterday we name it DF. Today let me name it data. So I can check um I can have thousands of rows where I cannot fill everything at once. So I can check for the first five by doing data.add, df.add, whatsoever you name your own data. So if I do the data.head, the f.head, whatever you name your own data, it will show you the first five data.
Okay.
After that, I can do data.tail. If you do data.tail, it will show you the last five. Data.tail, I have the last five here, the last five states. And aside that, I can specify if I want to see only two columns, only two rows, I will put two.
Okay.
Inside that,
Sorry, sir, you defined it. How do you
yes, I put two. Default is five.
no,
If you
sorry.
don't put anything inside
Data
that
head.
bracket,
I wanted to define it. It's giving me error. It said name data is not defined.
okay. Where you've imported your data pd.csv.
Yeah.
I've assigned a name, a variable name to that my own. I have data is equal to pd.readcsv.
Okay.
That is where the
Yusuf,
problem lies. Yes,
Yusuf, why
yes,
is
I
my
can
own
hear you, sir.
showing student exam scores? Why is my own showing student exam score, study hour, attendance?
The problem is you are your system is still referring to the last data. The last data we worked on during Seaborn.
So how do I correct it?
So it's either you open a new page. If you don't open a new page, we define your data. You name this your pd.readcsv. You assign it to df, then you run it. After that, when you call df, so it will refer to the data inside the CSV file.
I've
So
done
sir,
that, but it's
so how do I define mine now? Since I've done it, the table is out already.
Just go back to that line and put df or whatsoever name you want to name your data. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm giving my own here is data. I don't use df, I use data.
I'll change it to DF. It's still giving me that thing. So it's like I've
So
log
when
out.
you change it to df, do you run it?
Yes, I run it.
Did
It's
you
still
run it?
giving that. Yes, it's still showing that student this thing.
So then this thing, okay, maybe you should change the name.
You know, Mr. Yusuf, I think Geoffrey's one is he did not open a new template as you say, and you know you said we should import something too.
I'm still using the last that page I used for Seaborn. I'm still using that page, but I've first redefined my df here. You can see this cell 19. That is where the problem lies. This cell 19,
So
this
this
is where the
19
problem lies.
is redefinition now.
So go and assign another name to your data. Have you done that?
I'm changing it.
Okay. So the default here, if I don't put anything, is 5. Data.head, I will have 5 rows starting from 0 to 4, but I can specify the number of rows I want. If I want 10, I can specify, then I will have it to be 0 to 9.
What of if we want all? Can we now put all inside?
No, just remove the head function.
Okay.
So you will see all. But you know, sometimes you may have like 100,000 row like that of yesterday. 1 million rows like that of yesterday. So the best way to check it is to just check for the first few rows by using data.head, data.head. If you do data.head, you will have 5. And you can also check for the last by doing data.tail. You can also specify the number of the last that you want. I want the last 6. So that is how to import CSV file. So you can also import um, Excel file. You can also import Excel file. To import Excel file, so let me give my data Excel, data Excel, Excel. To import Excel file, what will I do? I will do my pd.read Excel, pd.read Excel, the same method. Then I will put my file path, my file path. That is how uh, I can import my data, my Excel file. Are we all practicing it? Let me
Yes.
go back to my system and go and copy a what? A file path for an Excel file. This is a Microsoft Excel file. I will copy the file path. If I right click on that file, I will go to properties. I will click on, I will see general security details. I will click on security. Under security, I will see object name. Then I will click on that, I will copy that name. That is my file path. So I will paste it here where I have my file path. So the same process for CXV file, the same process for CXV file. You can import so many things. It is there in the documentation. It is there in the documentation. You can import so many things. So are we still getting it? Are we on the same page? So can I move on?
Yeah, you can move on.
I
It's clear.
think by now
Importing is clear now.
we've learned how to how to read files, how to get file into our Jupyter notebook. Okay, after that, let me go back to my data. Let me run it. There is this thing that we call data inspection. Data inspection. Data inspection. I want to inspect my data. Data inspection. To write text like this, um, on your own Jupyter notebook, you create a cell, you come down, you come to this place, you click on this down arrow key, you will see code, markdown, you click on this markdown, then you run it. You will have your own text like this. So now I want to view my data, I want to inspect my data. Let me first do data.edge. I have an idea of what my data looks like. I have states affected, number of cases lab confirmed, number of cases on admission. I have number discharged, and I also have number of deaths. So this is what my data looks like. Okay, what else can I check? Let me check the shape of my data. I will do data.shape. Data.shape to check the shape of my data. Oh, I have 23 rows, 5 columns. 23 rows, 5 columns. Have you tried your own out? Have you tried your own data.edge, data.shape? I'm still inspecting my data. I can't hear from anyone again.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've just tried the data dot edge. The data dot shape now is what I'm trying.
What I move?
So while doing data.shape, I can also do what is data.info to have the information about the null and null counts, null and null data there. I have to put parentheses, data.info.
Okay, this will just give you a brief insight of what the data is all about.
Yes, yes, I'm inspecting my
Okay.
data now. You know, when you just have data that you don't, you are
Don't know
getting
anything
yourself
about
familiar
it.
to it before you start your analysis. So we are getting ourselves familiar to this data. We want to know our shape, the number of rows, which is 23 rows, and we have 5 columns. Here, I do data.info. With my data.info, I have the name of my columns that are listed. Also, the number of null counts, that is the information that is not uh, vacant, the space that is not. I also have my type of that column. All my columns are objects. What did you notice here? Do you notice anything?
No.
Okay, I can see that, you know, this is numbers. Number of cases, 150,000. Number of number discharge, 140,000. They are figures. They should be of numerical data type. Am I still communicating? But I can see their type here are all objects.
Okay. I don't think they
So
use
Okay.
the same data.
So I can see here that my data type, my data types here are all objects, and I'm expecting only these states affected, which is the names of the states, to be objects. But unfortunately for me, I can see number of cases lab confirmed on admission, number discharged, and deaths, which is supposed to be integer or float. I can see it to be what? To be objects. So that is a red flag for me. in which I need to work on.
So we
So
need
that
to
is the,
convert it to integer then.
yes. So that is the uh, essence of my what data inspection. So moving on, inspecting my data. What else can I do? I can still do data.dtype, 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 the types. So I can see this gives me only I have only that object type here. I can still do some other things. I can do data dot colons. What do I have? I have the names of that column. I have the names, rate affected, number of cases on admission, and the like. So you two can practice that to make sure we are on the same page.
Yes, I'm there.
So I can move on.
Move on. Move on.
Yes, let's move on.
Okay. What else can I still do? I can do data.index. Okay, I don't have to put this. I have start with 0 and stop on 23. So I can do a lot of things. So now I have to there is a need for me to convert that data type of object to what? To float or string, which is numerical data type. So what else can I do? I can do data dot describe, data dot describe. So during my data dot describe, I will have uh I will have statistical how do I call it? I will have statistical information of my data. I have count here, unique, top, frequency. So for the nature of this data type, this is only what it can what give me. If it's if it is another type of data, it's going to give me the mean, the percentile, the maximum, the minimum, like that of yesterday. This is just the f dot describe will just uh just to brief me about the statistical information of my data. So what else can I still do? What else can I do? So try yours, data dot describe, and see what you have. So now I want to change my data. I want to change my data to another type. And how do I do that? I want to change number. Okay, let me do number of cases lab confirmed equals to number of cases lab confirmed dot as type. We use as type function. So let me change it to float. We use as type function to change data type. Okay, I'm having error here. Let me try to fix that out. Could not convert string to float. Could not convert string to float. Okay, even if I use int, I will still have error. It will be you could not convert int to float now. Very good. What do you notice? Any observation? This particular process is no more data inspection. It is data cleaning. I have to clean my data. I'm unable to change my data type from uh, string to integer or float because my data possess comma. I have comma. I can see comma there. I can see comma inside my data. So that is the problem. And how do I address that? How do I remove that comma and change it to what? To string type, to integer type that I want. How do I do that? Any idea? So I will do that on the same line. I will change that as type. I will use as type to change that format to what? To integer, and at the
Please,
same time,
we can't see your board again. Okay,
you can't see my screen again.
I see it now.
Okay. I will change this data to what? To integer format, and at the same time, I will remove my comma here. So how will I do that? So instead of me doing it one by one, I will do it once. I will say for column. I want to change everything at once. For column in columns, for column in columns. Okay, not just ordinary columns, but df dot data dot columns, data dot columns. Inside my data dot columns, no, I have my data dot columns here, my cell 36. So inside my data dot column, what else can I do? I will now iterate through all that column names. But now, uh, I need number of cases lab confirmed on admission, number discharged, and the number of deaths. So if I don't specify that, that states affected will be included and it will give me error. So let's see how it goes. Df, I'm using this uh, code to select that particular column that I want to work on. Df dot column, to select a particular column, like I say, df dot state affected, it will have effect on df dot state affected. So I'm using this column to represent it because I want to do everything all together. After that, I will now use pd dot to numeric. To numeric. I have my data. my data. That particular column that I want to work on, I'm still using column to represent it. Then I'm using my as type function, as type function. So I'm using the string function to tap in. I will now use replace function, replace method to do what? To replace that comma. I will do another one. I want to replace it with empty space. Here I open, I have my quotation, I have comma in. The other one, I have empty space inside. I want to replace that with my what? With my empty space. So there will be a need for me to specify error. My error should be coas. So if I run this, let me fix up my syntax problem. I have data dot column pd dot to numeric, my data df dot column. Where am I having problem? So let me fix it up. Let me fix it up. Let me fix it up. Okay, my COERCE is correct. Okay, my string method dot replace is correct. My as type, my pd dot to numeric, pd dot to numeric. Okay, I'm still having problem. Let me copy this and paste it again. It's not yet copied. I'm trying to fix out the error.
Mr. Yusuf, could there be no easier option than all this?
I'm trying to clean my column. I'm trying to clean my data. This is the data
Uh,
cleaning aspects. So I'm trying to fix out my error. Okay, I have okay, like I'm out of it now. Pd dot to numeric df column dot as type string replace. So now I have to specify which particular column I want to work on. Let me check my df now. If I will still have my data, if I will still have my if I will still have my, what do we call it? This comma. I'm still having comma there. Okay. I'm still trying to work on this. It seems this is not working for me. It's not working for me this time. So it's not working for me. It's not working for me. So I will have to what? I'm still trying to debug this. I'm still trying to debug it. So here that I have data.column. I don't want it to have effect on my state. I have to slash that I don't need this state affected. I have to work on it. So if I put one there, it will cut out that state affected. It will cut it out, and after that, I won't have it again. It will read all the columns for me, all the other columns for me. So I think if I put that into consideration now, let me see what I have. Okay, I still have another column. Okay, I'm still trying to fix this. Okay, I'm having error. So let me do this one by one. Maybe I should do it one by one. It seems there is problem somewhere. There is problem somewhere. So let me look at it and try to fix that out. And the problem is on my own part. The problem is on my own part. So let me try to, I'm still trying to fix out the bug. For column in my data dot columns, df column equals to pd dot to numeric data column dot let me do as type. So those are the kind of problems that you will face through. By this by this code, I think it should work, but I don't know why it is not working. So you'll be facing this kind of problem, and you will try to what to navigate yourself out.
But what I'm saying is, without writing all these complicated syntax, Is there no other way one can remove the comma from the source?
This is the only way that you can remove the comma from the source, by tapping into that column and use replace method. I want to use this. I have empty space here inside that parenthesis at the second part of that comma. I want to use it to replace that comma. I want to use it to replace that comma. That is what I am trying to do, and it has been working for me before. I don't know why it is not working now. So I will still try to fix that out. Okay, now let me start afresh. I've used almost most of our time to debug. I'm still having the same problem. Even when I change everything to what to df, when I change everything to df, I'm still having the same problem. So I will still have to what get myself out of the mess. And this is normal when you are working with your data. It's normal. So please, you can type it on your screen and let's see. I think the code should work. You can type it on your own screen and let's see how it goes. Those who are following me, those who are on their own work page. Hello, those who are on their own work page, you can type the code on your own work page and let's see if the code will work for you. For column in columns, let me interrupt my kernel and start everything again. For those of you with your system, please type this on your own system and let's see.
What should we type? The code. Which code?
This for column in columns. Since you've imported your data for column in columns, please create this one. Okay. Do your df dot columns first. Do your own df dot column first. I want to restart my workbook and clear outputs. Okay, I've done that. Let me start afresh. Don't forget to put indentation and the thank God I'm out of it. So when I restarted my kernel, my code works perfectly. I don't have a comma there again. I don't have comma there again. So if you are having a similar problem, you've written the right code and you are very sure that it is correct, just go to your kernel, go and restart it. Restart and clear all outputs. Restart and clear all outputs. So by that, go back. So I don't have my comma again. I don't have my comma again. That is data cleaning for me. That is data cleaning for me. Are we all on the same page? Have you typed yours? Please let me know when you typed yours. Let me know when you type
I
yours.
think we
I
should
got
move on.
syntax error.
Syntax error. Syntax error where?
It said in one of the columns. Columns.
Can you read out the error?
Incomplete input.
Incomplete input.
I, because my column is for columns in data columns. Data dot columns parentheses 1.
Okay, do you remember to put this your indentation? And you type it
Okay.
properly, pd dot to remove. So I don't have my comma again. So let me check my data type, my type, my data types, the types. Let me check that now. So I have only my states to be what? I have only my states to be objects. Others, I have it to be integer now. So they are now in integer. And how do I achieve that? I achieved that by using pd dot to numeric. So df column, I'm using this column to change the name of that particular column from as type, which is in string format, to what? To numeric. So after that, since I have it in numeric format now, I think I have performed my little data cleaning. I've performed my little data cleaning. Please try that on your own too. So the problem I'm having there is from my own system. The code is correct. The problem is from my own system.
Okay.
So when you are having such an error, so and you've been very sure that your code is correct, so you can restart the kernel. So if you restart your kernel, so I think things will be get fixed up. So now that I have my data form, I have my data in I've cleaned up my data. I can now use it to answer some questions. I can now use it to answer some questions. So let us see. I think you don't have error again.
I'm still typing it.
So let me have bf dot edge. Now let me have specify. I want only two. Uh, you can see this is still part of my system error. I'm checking for df dot edge, and I'm still having two answers. So that is from my own system. The error is from my system.
It's just like your system was repeating the same thing,
Yes,
repeating the same output.
yes.
I think the safety in all these things you are teaching us is if we have a scenario like this and we already have a code, just copy and put it there.
Okay. If my system decide to what to continue like that, I will also continue what I'm doing. I will leave it that way. But ordinarily, the normal thing you're supposed to have only one answer. So that error is from my system. Okay. I want to use this data uh, to answer some questions. So let me see those type of questions that can come out from this data. Um, I can check. I can check okay the total number of confirmed cases across all states. The total number of confirmed cases across all states. And how do I do that? How can I check that? If I want to know the total number of confirmed cases across all states, so let me copy my across all states, my number of cases lab confirmed. So let me extract that column out. Df. Remember, this is how to what? How to pull out a column. So I have it like this, but I need the total number. How can I achieve that? I will use sum method. So by using my sum method, I have my what? My total number of confirmed cases. I'm very sorry, I'm having two outputs. So that is
Please,
from my
I want to
system.
ask you a question now.
Yes, sir,
So,
I'm with you, sir.
so anytime we are copying something like number of cases, lab confirmed, must we always put the F before?
Yes, to pull out the yeah, it is not compulsory DF, the name of your data frame.
Okay, but it
You know,
must be in that parenthesis.
it must be in this square parentheses. So like how we pull out a column from a data frame yesterday. So this df, I first use data when I ran into problems. That is when I'm debugging, that is when I change this thing to df. So the name of your own data set, the name of your own data frame, it is what it will be there. So ordinarily, this is how to pull out a column, how to pull out a column. This is a column, number of case, and it is in series format. Number of case, lab confirmed. So don't mind my system. I don't know why this particular time is doing all this thing. So, but I need the total number across all states. So I have to do sum. So let me assign it total confirmed cases. So I don't have any answer again. So when I call this out, when I print it, so that is my answer, total confirmed cases. Let me also check which state has the highest number of cases on admission. For my data, I want to check which state has the, okay, total confirmed cases across all states. Total confirmed cases across all states. So I have to put it in markdown. So that is my total confirmed cases across all states. Of cases on admission. Highest number of cases on admission. Highest number of cases. Highest number of cases on admission. On admission. So to check for my highest number of cases on admission, I am concerned with that particular column, which is number of cases on admission. So let me just pull out that column first. So I do copy like this. I used to copy out the column name. So because I don't want to have error when I'm typing it. To avoid error while typing it, so it is advisable to just copy out the name of the column. It will save you from unnecessary type of debugging. So this is the column, number of cases on admission, but I need the highest number on admission. How will I achieve that? I can get that by using max function. Max function. So let me use my max function. I can use max function and idx max. Max function. Okay, markdown. So I have the highest number of cases on admission to be 7,500 as it is on my table, and it belongs to what? It belongs to Lagos State. And to check for particular state that owns that, to know the index, I can use IBX max, meaning index. So index 0 has that. So I've checked for total confirmed cases across states, highest number of cases on admission. So you can also try that on your own. You can also try that on your own. Try that on your own to see if it works.
Please let us have this video today.
I can't hear you.
I say we need this video urgently because I don't have light to practice it. I'm only following you.
Okay, all right, no problem, sir. So can I continue?
Yes. We still have 11 minutes more.
Yes, continue. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me also see what else can I derive from this. I can also check how many states have reported zero deaths. How many states have reported zero death? Now, I will go to my what? My column. That my column with number of deaths. That is where I have a business now. I will copy out the what? The name of the column. I will copy out the name of the column. So I will extract it out here. So this is the column. This is the column. So let me now do filtering. The F number of deaths. Let me check when it is equals to 0. That is how to filter. The F number of deaths. This is when it is equals to what? To 0. But I will not have correct answer. I will still have to use my DF to filter it. I will still have my DF to filter it. So let me see what I have now. I have for all the states. So Enugu is having zero death. Likewise, Katsina, Anambra. So those are the states with zero death. So if I don't put my DF here, I will only have that column number of deaths, which will not make sense to us. It will not make sense to us. Let us see. I only see false. So there is a need to see that particular state that has zero death. So with this particular question, this is how to filter. This is how to filter. If you want to filter anything, if you want to filter anything out, that is how to filter. So let me say how many states reported zero deaths. Reported zero deaths. Okay, let me move on. I can also check for my markdown. See if I'm having double answer. So I can also check for my average number of deaths per state. And how will I do that? I will still have work to do with that my death column. So let me extract it out. my def. I need to put my quotations. So I have my def colon, and what do I do? I'm looking for average dot mean. I have a list of functions dot mean. So after that, let me run it. So that is the average number of debt per state. Average number of debt per state. Average debt per state. Average debt per state. So what else can I do? Let me create a bar chart to visualize the distribution of confirmed case across the states. Let me create a bar chart now. Let me create a bar chart now. To create a bar chart, let me do df.plot. Df.plot. The chart that I want to create, let me specify equals to bar, that is bar chart. Then my x, the name of that column that I want to I want to visualize. And the question says uh bar charts to visualize the distribution of confirmed case across the states. So by that I should have my states affected to be my x, and the uh number of confirmed case will be my frequency. States affected, the number of confirmed case will be my what? Will be my frequency. So what else? Since I've already declared my use my df, so let me plot it and see what happens. So this is what I have. Number of confirmed cases, lab confirmed. I have Lagos to be the what? To be the highest there, followed by uh, Abuja. So what else can I do? Let me also group what? Group the data by number of dates. Let me group the data by number of dates. By number of dates in each state. If I want to group the data by number of dates in each state, so I will use group by group. Okay, group. Let me say group by dates. Group by dates. Let me do df dot group by. So number of dates. So let me see what happened. Number of dates. Number of dates. If I will be right. Number of dates. I need to put this. So after that, what happened? Group number of dates. So let me remove this and see what happens first. So we don't have any answer. This is pointing towards to where to the location where this is safe. So whenever you have anything like this, it is pointing to the location where this object is saved. So this is my number of dates. Let me filter it by what? By number of cases. Oh, I've copied this. Number of cases. Number of cases lab confirmed. Number of cases lab confirmed. Number of cases lab confirmed. So dot mean because I'm looking for average. So let's see what happened now. So it has grouped the number of deaths. So we have the number of deaths here. We have some states to be 0. We have some states to be 50. We have some states to be 100, 200. So those are the unique value that we have for the number of states. Then we've gotten the main value. Okay. I remember one more thing that you can do during our inspection. I can check for the number of unique value that I have. So let me do that with this number of deaths. Def dot unique. Okay, this will give me the number of the unique value that I have in my death column. I have some states to be 2,500, 500. I can also check for the numbers of that numbers of elements in that list. That is numbers of unique elements by using n unique, n by adding n to it, n unique. So I have 8 different categories, and those are the categories, the main of each categories, the main of each categories. So it is 4 already. It is 4 already. Is there any question? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, we are
Please.
here, sir. We are following.
Okay. So to this point, do you have any question? Or do you need to practice it on your own?
Yeah, we need to practice.
Okay, should we call it a day, or I should do like one or two things? I think I've used should we call it a day and continue from this place in another class, or I should continue?
You can, I don't know, you hear from them, sir. But me, you can continue, you can,
Because
we can call it a day.
it's
Once.
4 here already.
Yeah, some people have left already. Yeah. I think let's call it a day so that
Okay,
we
maybe
don't
next in our next class we will
pass it.
continue from this place. It
Yes,
is
sir.
these debugging of a thing that wasted my time. I don't know why my system have to do that today. So over to our host.
I think you can just close it.
Hello,
Hello, I can hear you.
everyone. Okay, okay, well done for the effort you've put in place. Now, I think we still have one more class, right? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
So we have one more class. So that means we are going to end the class by next week Saturday, right? The class we will need like how many more hours for the class? Do you think Saturday will be okay or Sunday? Hello, Mr. Yusuf.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Will Saturday be okay for you or Sunday? Saturday will be 4 hours, Sunday will be 2 hours. Do you think 2 hours will be okay for you for the next class you need or 4 hours?
Let's use 4 hours so we can implement all those things that we've learned. So we stumble on
Okay,
a data set and analyze it.
and work with it.
So and how
Okay,
possible
okay, no
problem
problem.
that could arise.
Okay, good.
And
So
thank
that
God
means
I even
we're
have
going
a
to.
problem on my own side today.
Okay,
I say thank God I even have a problem on my own side today. So next time they
okay,
are having similar issue, they will know how to approach it.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, that means we are going to hold the Python class on the next week Saturday too. So we are going to start up Tableau on Sunday. So during the week, I'm going to send the installation whatever to us. We're going to install Tableau. I'm going to start on Sunday. Thank you very much for the job, and I want to thank everyone also for making the class a success. Um, Madam Awawu, Mr. Dr. Tomori, Madam Tony, Mr. Taiwo, I greet everyone. Thank you very much. So we'll meet by next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
So nice to talk.
You're welcome, madam.